Dajahao, my name is Garrick, and welcome back to Taiwan, Laowai. Ugh, do you feel rested? Because I feel rested. Shock of shocks, taking a bit of a siesta in the middle of the day really builds your energy back up in preparation for the evening. Who would have thought? Anyways, it is the afternoon of our fourth day in Taichung. Just about 4:30, the sun is starting to bleed into the sunset area, but only just so. So I figure it's time to get out and about and do some evening activities. Our goal this evening is to catch up on everything we missed last night when I became too loopy at how good the food was at that restaurant. We had to bail a little early because my energy was flagging, but now that I'm a bit recuperated, we can catch up on what we missed. Now, it is going to be a bit of a bike ride to get back up there, which is why we are heading out well before the sun starts going down. That way we will have a chance to enjoy some sights before darkness takes hold. Hope you enjoy the travel footage as always. See you in the Northwest. Jeez, okay, I was not expecting that trip to have so much of an upward incline. This is something I've noticed a couple times, but now I'm sure of it. When you're riding your bicycle toward the northwest of Taichung, there is a very perceptible upward incline. You are riding uphill very slightly, but very consistently the whole way. And I do not like riding a bicycle uphill. At all. Whatever, let's just be thankful my legs held out alright and we've still got plenty of stamina left, right? Evening's still young, it's not even technically evening yet. And here is where the fun really begins, folks. Welcome to Taichung Central Park. Yes, I did warn you this was gonna be a very park-heavy day, and if you think we've been parked out of our gills before, oh baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because this park is gigantic. It's a huge swath of grass and trees stretching from south to north and north to south. I've only been to New York's Central Park a couple times, but I feel like it's that same general vibe. Just, you could wander for hours on end exploring nature and still not see the whole thing. And my god, isn't it beautiful in that sun that's just starting to set? The light is dappling everything. So I'd wager we have about an hour before evening fully descends, and I'd like to spend as much of that time as possible exploring this picturesque, scenic park. Might even keep exploring a little bit after the sun goes down, who knows. For now, I'm just going to enjoy all the views, and I hope you do too. It's interesting how many, divots and little valleys there are in the ground here. I noticed that with the Science Museum, too. With most cities in Taiwan, they're built upward with skyscrapers, but something about Taichung in particular, it's also built down into the earth itself. I really find that kind of thing fascinating, and it probably means I'm getting older, if that's the kind of thing but interests me. But hey, c'est la vie. Tell you what, something about those tall buildings over there, I think those might be the malls we got stymied at last night. Because we are still in that general area, believe it or not. Might be mistaken, they might actually be further south over there somewhere, but that is what my mind's going to right now. My god, that's a big building. And see, that's another interesting thing about Taichung's architecture. The big buildings aren't skyscrapers, they're like wide, solid structures that take up a lot of space, like between this and both the museums and the theater. Taichung does not do tall as much as other cities in Taiwan. It spreads out, it sinks in, it takes up space in different ways. I don't know, it's just really fascinating. And ooh, looks like we got a path going up. Hooray! I have no clue what those stone things were in there. I want to say like fossilized dinosaur eggs or something, but that seems a little out of left field to be in the middle of a park like this. Maybe it's some kind of excavation site with those layers dug into it. Wonder what they dug up here. So we are really getting pretty far north in Taichung. And if I had to guess, those big buildings over there, that's probably the industrial sector of the city where they do all the factories and the industry and the making of things and the words. Please, what are you doing today? Taichung actually stretches quite a bit far to the north outside of its central areas. But I think most of those parts are less city and more like residential, low-key areas. Not as much a tourist destination, if you get what I'm saying. But I could be wrong. There might be plenty of stuff worth doing there. So perhaps research for another day once again. So we're actually making shockingly good progress, all things considered. You can see that by that marker we've made it about halfway up this thing already, maybe a little less. Of course, we haven't explored every nook and cranny. There are definitely a couple fields in there we've only peeked at from a distance or have not seen at all, but if we tried to see the whole thing, we'd probably be here all night. So I'm not going to worry about catching each and every little sight. I'm just going to enjoy the parts that I do see, and I will leave the rest for another day and for you to discover when you come here yourself. Because you should come here, to be clear. My god, you should absolutely come here. Oh, interesting detail. Do you see these colored lines marking different trails on the map? I wonder if they correspond to these colored lights alongside the trail. Like, I wonder if this blue path on the ground with these blue lights corresponds, and it seems it does, to the blue trail on the map that I'm currently standing on. Okay, that's clever. I actually really like that. That's a very smart way to help you keep your bearings in a place this big. If you ever feel lost, just look for the colored lines and the colored lights. They will lead you to safety. I'll bet you these even light up more intensely when night comes so you can see them in the dark. Oh, I can't wait to see that. And there is the purple line. My goodness. I feel like maybe this is a little strange to be this excited, but it feels like I cracked some kind of secret code seeing all this now. Like, man, if I had another hour to spend here and enough power in my battery, I could absolutely wander about this whole place. Also, I really love these little fake gemstones that they've got dotting this path. Bet you those light up in the dark too. Ooh. Clearly, I should have taken the purple path because they've got a giant polar bear sculpture over there. Aww. Speaking of, it looks like blue and purple intermingle up ahead and share the same path. Fascinating. Huh, so it looks like the purple path is technically the red path. Wonder why there's a difference in colors. Oh my god, that's so cool. The colors are intermingling. Oh my god, I don't know why that's so cool to me, but it's so freaking cool! I wonder if these kinds of sculptures are a year-round thing or if they just come up for Chinese New Year. I'll bet you they're a holiday installation, but they are very gorgeous, so maybe there's one benefit of coming here during the holidays, even if everything else is closed down.
Ruff. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff.
Banyan trees, you are so dear to me. I don't know what this song is, even what key. Okay, it is officially sunset. Look at that orange fire. Wow. It's about to start getting really dark and really chilly in here. Pray for me. This is a really cool playground, by the way. I'm not taking much footage because there's still a lot of kids playing on it. I don't want to film them without their permission. But yeah, it's a very cool playground. Bring your kids here. Alright, once again the paths diverge, and this time it looks like the split will lead us into some pretty different places depending. But we've been following the blue path all this time, so why stop now? Just fucking look at this thing. Why is it so big? It's all this open space, it really is, because cities like Taipei are clustered so close together that the only way buildings have to be big is to build up into skyscrapers. But Taichung is so much wider with so much more open space that the buildings can just bloat outward into these gigantic superstructure-like formations. And they just dominate the landscape when you see them because they're standing unopposed in fields of rolling grass that do nothing to block them from showing off their entirety. Like, I'm looking here, I can see the whole thing of whatever the frick this is. I still don't know what the frick this is, but oh my god, I can see the whole thing. And that, my friends, is a shot for the fucking ages. Oh my god. Alright, I think I am officially starting to approach the end of the blue path here. At this point, we're getting out of the main park itself and into the giant sprawling field that is the top section of it, where it's not so much trails as it is, hey, lounge around, look at all the cool stuff going on. And perfect timing too, we've still got just enough daylight that I can make my way comfortably. Huzzah! Oh, no kidding, this is the end of the path, wow. Wonder what they're constructing over here. Well, there's no way to get through over there, so I guess it's finally time to leave the blue brick road. The blue brick? I was trying to make a joke there about the yellow brick road, but it's the blue brick road, but it's really blue cement, so it's not really bricks, but I messed it up! Point is, time to go off the trail, head closer to these mammoth buildings, and maybe see if I can find my way back to civilization a little bit, yeah? Oh, I see. According to Google Maps, this big bad boy here is the International Convention Center. No wonder it's so big in that case. I've got to imagine they hold so many different kinds of events in here, and we are probably going to cross directly under it to get out of this park. Great. And hey, there's the end of the red path over there. Once again, we are all connected up. God, this thing is even crazier up close. Like, this is as big as an airport here. My God. Man, I really timed this perfectly. We spent like an hour here. We got to watch the sun go from the very, very beginning of the sunset to the very, very end of the sunset. And now we're free to enjoy the rest of the evening without stumbling through the wilderness in the dark. Or more realistically, following the colored lights in the dark, but whatever, details. This was incredible. I feel like I'm saying that all the time, but genuinely, this park is freaking incredible. Oh, hang on, now the lights for the red path are red instead of purple. These changed on me. What's all that about, huh? I feel bad because I'm trying to narrow down the best places you should visit if you come to Taichung, but so far, every place has felt like the best place. It's honestly kind of crazy. I have never been just this gobsmacked by every single location I visit when I go to these cities. There's usually a few things that are just like, you know, pretty okay or cool to do or whatever, but every single place I've gone here has been like, goddamn! I love this city. I really, really love this city. Okay, I need to end this video before I start blabbering like an idiot. I'm actually quite hungry right now, so it's about time we find something to eat for dinner. So thank you once again for joining me at Taiwan Lao Wai. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell, share with your friends, all that good stuff. And as always, I will see you next time. 再见. Bye-bye.